4-13 at the All-Star break a year ago. If they don't come back tonight, they will have their 13th loss by December 7th.
Wow.
It's 53-45. The Jazz behind Joe Ingles got the lead after 24 minutes. American Express halftime report Ernie Johnson along with Charles, Kenny, and Shaq. Houston trails despite the fact that Utah, with Rudy Gobert, one of the best defensive players in the league, had a very short outing tonight. What'd you make of what you saw from the early foul on Gobert? What led up to the ejection here? Opening tip right here, and a foul on Gobert.
That happened to me in high school in the state championship game 3 times in a row.
That's not, you don't call a foul.
Yeah, you don't call a foul.
You don't call that.
Want to jump ball?
Later, there's this.
Oh, stop flopping.
Come on, man. Oh, no, that's a foul.
And then there goes the water.
Well, I think the ref got to let that
Look at
one.
Raj. Look at Raj.
Quite a surprise to RGO.
Look at Raj.
Oh.
Malloy, Archbishop Malloy's
Can't get
fighting.
water on Raj's outfit. TJ Maxx is closed.
And then he posted this after
nice
the.
abs.
That's nice abs,
ejection.
Rudy Gobert.
He's working out.
Man, look like looking in a mirror.
Exactly the reaction he was hoping to get from you, Charles, I'm sure.
Come on, Raj. Hey, listen, you know Raj got that stuff from TJ Maxx. Be careful.
Oh, that's Archbishop Malloy's finest.
I love her, but that's a TJ Maxx outfit.
Oh, that's a Nordstrom.
It's been a rough week for Rudy. Got fined
TJ what?
Hey, yeah, that dress get wet or shrink up, Shaq.
Oh, my God.
That $15,000 fine did Rudy Gobert for
back.
criticizing the officials earlier this week, and now.
But you know what? I think the ref, he got frustrated. But you don't want to toss a star player in the first quarter of a game.
Well, if he do hit Raj with water on the sideline, he got to get.
All you got to do is give a couple $100 to go down to TJ Maxx. You get a whole wardrobe.
Yeah, believe you. Hey, listen.
Hey, have you ever seen somebody get a foul on jump ball like that?
No.
No, I've
Me
never seen it.
neither, in the NBA. But that happened to me one time in high school.
It could be I think it shouldn't be a foul. It could have been a violation.
Yeah.
Like a violation. You jump into the guy, it's a violation. Not a foul.
Not a foul that quick.
Yeah, just give Houston the ball.
Come on, man. Just a violation.
Yeah.
Oh, how is that a foul? What is he talking about? Even the referee's like, what do you call it?
Somebody blow a whistle there?
What are you talking
You know, but I hate when the fans pay to see stars play. You don't
I agree, Chuck.
You don't pay to toss a guy the first quarter on something that silly.
53-45, the halftime score. How about Joe Ingles?
The mate, that's what I call him.
The
Love
mate.
his game.
He loves your Australian accent, by the way. Yeah.
So do I, but love his game. He plays very herky-jerky, very smart player right there. Give it and go. And just go to
A little,
great move.
not as good, but a Chris Mullin type game.
Yeah, I agree. Right there. That's
Not as good.
Unorthodox shot, but
tight.
always goes in.
Chris
I love
Mullin
this
was a
guy.
great player.
Shoot
I
it
didn't say
again,
this
mate.
kid's a good
Shoot
player.
it again, mate. Shiver me timbers,
difference
mate. One more
between what
time.
the way he scores
Shiver me
and the
timbers, mate. Great pass, mate.
Movements.
He come from the land down under.
I think he's a
What I say, I cannot say no
He's
more.
a perfect example of a guy who plays with his head and not his athletic ability.
Joe
Well, that
Ingles,
was-
Ricky
that Chris
Rubio.
The mate,
Chris
that's what I call him, Ernie. The
Chris
mate.
Mullin wasn't athletic?
Like that name,
he was
the
more
mate?
athletic than that kid.
No way.
You crazy. Chris Mullin was.
I suppose it's asking too much to say, hey, do we have that clip from last year's playoffs?
Well, we can find it in a
When
couple.
Shaq we were interviewing Joe Ingles, and Shaq asked him to put another shrimp on the bobby. Yeah, that was.
We can find it.
And he said, oh, my goodness, I get that all the time in the locker room. And he was not impressed with your Australian accent.
likes
And
my
Shiver Me Timbers is really not.
Shiver Me Timbers is like a leprechaun from Boston.
Oh, it is? I didn't know that. I forgot. My bad.
That's a leprechaun. Shiver Me Timbers.
Shiver Me
No, it's
Timbers.
I think it's a pirate,
Yeah,
isn't
pirate.
it?
It's a pirate. No, but
No timbers in no
Yeah,
water.
shiver me timbers, mate. They always said mate.
Oh Lord, they always number one. They always say mate.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't no pirates. I don't know.
He's not a pirate, dude.
I do
He
have
just said shiver me timbers is from
Shiver Me
pirates.
Timbers is a. Chuck says it's like looking in a mirror.
Okay, all right.
Oh, my goodness.
Team is everything.
Oh, goodness.
I do have a question for the panel because I'm not going to the field. So,
Because you have no pictures.
yeah, no, I did, but I scrapped them. I thought of this.
Okay. Way to
Who is
audible.
in more trouble in Texas, San Antonio or Houston?
San Antonio.
Houston.
See, I knew it was going to be a debate.
Because they have more expectations based on what they did last year. Yes, they.
But I got to tell you something.
Can I finish my answer before you interrupt me?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I forgot what I was going to say now. Say something else when I talk.
Jeremy Timbers, he forgot what he was going to say.
Chuck,
Go ahead, strip on the bottom.
Go ahead, Chuck. I'm telling you now, you got one more time.
Man, I'm in shock what's happening with the Spurs.
In shock.
They lost 3 games last week by 30 points. I watched them play the whole game last night against the Lakers, and it's something wrong, man.
That's what I'm saying. So who's in
San Antonio's in more trouble than Houston is.
San
And you say
Antonio.
Houston.
I say Houston.
I said San Antonio because I thought the San Antonio. You got.
I say San Antonio.
You got 2 All-Stars. I thought they would be fighting for a top 4 or 5 seed.
They got no defense going on in San Antonio right now.
A team with 2 All-Stars should not be losing points 3 games in a week by 30 points. That's ridiculous.
But you went from number 1 to now number 12.
There you go, Chuck. Get it, baby.
They're number
1981.
Hey.
14.
Number 14.
81.
Hey, Shaq, I remember that. I think that was for like GQ when I did that spread.
Yeah, all right.
I'm serious.
I don't want to think.
I was serious. It was for GQ.
QG.